Do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for regular tech updates and review videos.
100% I've never had a friend like you.
Summer days burn me out, love just brings me down. Cold inside like winter leaves that slowly leave the ground. Hey, you come back, I wanna give you a chance. Love me like you used to, so we can learn again.
Hello folks, this is Aditya Najha from InspireToRise.com, and today we have the Vivo V7 smartphone here with us for unboxing and initial impressions for the same. Inside the box you get the smartphone, and let's just remove the protective cover. And this phone is the smaller sibling to the Vivo V7 Plus smartphone, and if we talk about internal capacity, it comes with a 3000 mAh battery. And inside the box you get the SIM tray removal pin, the hard case cover for this one, silicone cover, user manual, etc., earbud style earphones, the USB cable for this smartphone, and you also get the power adapter, the rating for which is visible over here, which is 5V 2A. Compared to the Vivo V7 Plus, this smartphone comes with a little smaller display at 5.7 inch. It's a 1440 by 720p display, same resolution as the Vivo V7 Plus, and has a body factor of around 5.2 inch, so it feels really handy to use, and the user interface etc is same as before, just same like the Vivo V7 Plus. I did not find any noticeable lag. And if we talk about the build and design of this phone, it has quite a nice unibody design. At the back you get the fingerprint sensor, the camera. At the bottom of the smartphone there's the micro USB port along with the 3.5mm jack, the microphone and the speaker grill. It has quite nice edges, and if you see carefully there's also the antenna band running at the bottom as well as the top of the smartphone. On the right hand side of this phone we get the power button and the volume rocker, and there's a slight curve and taper to the sides if you look from one side to another side, and that gives it a little bit more handy profile in day-to-day usage scenarios. And now let's talk about the left hand side. On the left hand side you get the SIM tray slot, which is not a hybrid one. You get a dedicated micro SD card slot wherein you can expand the storage up to 256GB, so that's something appreciable that they have a dedicated micro SD card slot. Inside the hood it comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 chipset, which is the same as the Vivo V7 Plus. And if we talk about the internal storage, it's just 32GB, which is a little bit less than the 64GB on the Vivo V7 Plus, and 4GB of RAM. The camera modules are same as the Vivo V7 Plus, and the battery is 3000 mAh, which is a little bit lesser than that on the V7 Plus. If you talk about the sensors, it comes with almost every sensor needed for a great smartphone experience. And one of the better things about this phone is that it supports face unlock, so it works via camera, unlike the iPhone 10 which works via infrared sensors. But in my tests I found that the camera is really good, and it worked good in normal to okay lighting conditions, but in severely bad lighting conditions it failed to work. The Vivo V7 would be available in champagne gold and matte black colors, and my personal opinion about this device is that the resolution is a little bit low, but the display looks gorgeous from almost every angle, and the presence of a front facing flash also makes things a little bit more interesting. And now let's test the audio playback for this device.
The agenda, I know the moves.
To your use, to my face, in my mystery face, I got you. Ooh. So baby, love me. Ooh. Before they all love me.
Love me while it's simple. Love me while I'm single.
The audio playback was good, but nowhere close to something like a stereo speaker setup. Still, it was loud enough for a single speaker setup, and I have to give credit where it's due. If we talk about overall design, feel and build of the smartphone, it's quite handy. It does not feel like a 5.7 inch plus display. This is because of the fact that it is an 18:9 display and almost edge to edge, very minimal bezels on this one. And now let's talk about the camera for this device. It comes with a 16MP rear and 24 megapixel front camera. If you remember, the Vivo V7 Plus had almost same configuration, and the images taken from both the front as well as the back cameras were great. One of the newer additions on the Vivo V7 is a front portrait mode, and I have to say that this one works great, but the portrait mode for the back camera does not work as good, and I think that is something that needs refinement. But the portrait mode for the front camera works great, and the images taken out from the front camera were really good. If you guys remember, there was a controversy regarding 24 megapixel support on the Vivo V7 Plus. I am doubtful whether the Vivo V7 also natively supports 24 megapixel or not, but still the images were good in quality, and that is something that can't be denied. Both the front as well as the back camera support up to 1080p video recording, and there's no clear news about any support for AIS or OIS yet. Still, the videos felt quite stabilized to me. And now let's talk about the display further. So there are few software fixes in order to have your content go to the whole display, and I'm happy that they have implemented this, because a lot of other players who have come up with 18:9 aspect ratio smartphones have not implemented such a feature. It comes with Android 7.1.2, and that's almost the latest version of Android Nougat. And I think that overall software experience also on this device was not that bad. Has 4 GB of RAM, has decent specifications, not really good. The chipset could definitely have been better, and this smartphone would retail for a price of around 17,990 rupees, which is almost like around 18,000 rupees. And I feel that for this price, it's a good smartphone for those people who want an 18:9 display and a good front camera. It's good for those people. If you are somebody who's looking for really amazing battery life, then you can look for something like Gionee M7 Power. And if you are somebody who is looking for great cameras, then this is the smartphone for you. If you are looking for something which is a bit more balanced, then you can always look for something like the Honor 9i. But I think that in the mid 20,000 region, this is a good phone. And guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this one, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for more such videos, and a lot more detailed reviews as well as giveaways are coming soon. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.